Hello, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. I'm Chris, thanks for joining me. Hope you're doing really well. There have been quite a few fragrance releases for summer this year. Most of them flankers, although one in this video is not a flanker. I'm going to rank the ones I've purchased to let you know which ones I think are the best. So if you're looking for a new fragrance this summer, hopefully this video will give you some idea of which one to buy. Stay tuned. Have there been more summer fragrance releases this year than usual? I don't know, probably not. I think I've just purchased more. So I thought since I've got quite a few of the new fragrances, I'd just go through them, let you know my thoughts and let you know which ones I like the best. And it might give you some idea of what these smell like. So like I said, if you're looking to purchase a new fragrance for that summer holiday, this video might contain the one that is right for you. I'm going to kick off the video with the brand new release from Hugo Boss. This is Boss Bottled Marine. This is a classic case of the brand naming the fragrance in a way that sets my expectations. When something is called marine, there are certain things that I want from a marine fragrance, and unfortunately this one disappoints a little bit. It doesn't deliver. Let me tell you why. You get some of that classical Boss Bottle DNA, you get the apple, you get the cinnamon, although the listing in this is frozen apple. Does frozen apple smell any different to regular apple? I guess what they're trying to say is that it's sort of got an appley vibe, but it's a little more cooling. There is some mint in this. I'm not getting much in the way of marine accord. There's a little bit, but I really wanted a little bit more of that sea salty, oceanic marine accord. Since the fragrance is called marine, I thought that that would have been quite a prominent feature, but it is not. What you get is a fragrance that's a little bit powdery, it's fruity. It does have a nice cooling mintiness in the opening, but it's not that wow factor. It's not that pop that you want from a refreshing summer fragrance. I wish that Boss would have had the confidence to just amp up all the notes, really go for that cooling, minty, frozen apple and really bring into focus the salty oceanic marine accords. I still think it would have been mass appealing, very easy to wear, but it would have been a bit more interesting and, well, just better. Don't get me wrong, I like this fragrance. It's a nice, powdery, fruity scent. If you like the Boss Bottle DNA, you'll probably like this because it is a little more cooling than Boss Bottle, but it's not really marine-like. Something like Boss Bottle Breeze might have been a better name for this. I really like it, although it is a fairly unremarkable fragrance. It's going to set you back £72 for 100 ml, so fairly expensive. I do need to let you know that when I wore this to go and have my hair cut, my hairdresser remarked on how much she liked it. She doesn't always mention about the fragrances I'm wearing. She did. She said she really liked this one, so I'm saying I wish it was more interesting. For most people out there, quite a simple, nice smelling fragrance is enough. And if you want to please the people around you, if you're willing to sacrifice how much you enjoy fragrance to get more comments and compliments from other people, then I'm sure it will do the job. It's fine, it's a nice fragrance. I was just hoping for a little bit more. The next one I would say is the best value on this list. This is from Issey Miyake. It's Dolce pour Homme, their summer 2022 edition. This has bright citruses. It's got a really nice pine accord. It's a little bit herbal because there's some basil in here. So this is a bright, breezy, aromatic fragrance. It's got a nice ozonic summer Mediterranean island kind of vibe. I think it would work pretty well as a casual summer daytime scent, but there's not really enough here to interest me more than just throwing it on casually as a daytime fragrance. It doesn't cost very much. I paid just £26 for 125 ml. So if you're looking for an easy to wear, quite classy, casual summer daytime scent, then this one might be worth looking at. Next up is the summer edition from Calvin Klein. This is CK1 Summer Daze. I've mentioned this in some earlier videos. I really like it. It's got lots of nice, juicy, orangey citruses, maybe a little mango. It's just a good melange of orange fruit. It's got an opening pop that is pretty sensational. The opening is the best part of this fragrance. Unfortunately, it fades pretty fast on the skin. I get 1 to 2 hours and then I feel like I've got to keep respraying it to get that beautiful opening again. The opening goes a long way to make up for its lackluster performance. Again, if you want to wear this as a daytime scent, keep it in your bag, keep it with you, take a decant and just respray every couple of hours. The opening to me is that good that it's maybe worth doing that. I would have liked to have seen some better fixatives in this fragrance so it would improve the longevity, maybe some different kinds of musks or whatever they put in fragrances to make them last and project a little bit longer. Nevertheless, for the time it is working, it works really nicely, and if you can pick this up pretty cheap, which I think by now you should be able to, definitely worth looking into. The next one is probably one of the most anticipated releases of this year from Giorgio Armani. It's Acqua EDP. This definitely retains the character of the original, but it adds some green mandarin, so it has a nice sort of almost ripe citrusy quality to it, which I really like. It's crisp, it's clean, it's fresh, it's got a nice watery quality to it. Performance is a little bit better than the original, but it's still not amazing. It is a very classy fragrance. For me, this would be a daytime wear. I would still favor Profumo for the evenings because it's just got a bit more to it. In fact, overall, I still do prefer Profumo, but this is a really nice choice and a good summer release from Giorgio Armani. And number 3 is the fragrance that surprised me the most out of any on this list, because I didn't expect much of it, and what I did expect wasn't what the fragrance is. This is Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage. With it having this name, I thought the grapefruit and the sage notes would be the hero notes. I thought they would be more prominent, the fragrance would be structured around those notes. I was expecting quite a tart, bitter grapefruit note with a nice herbal accord. It isn't that. Nevertheless, it's a fragrance that I fall in love with, and I love more than I think I should. It's maybe become a little bit of a guilty pleasure, but I think it's a good guilty pleasure. So you don't get the tart, bitter grapefruit. You get this very rounded, smooth, sweet, nicely blended, fruity, woody fragrance. It's actually got more in common with the powdery quality of the Parfum rather than the original Cool Water. It smells nothing like the original Cool Water. I get reasonable performance off this. I really enjoy wearing it. It's got good longevity. The opening is great. The dry down is really nice. So I've loved it. Again, this one passed the hairdresser test. Emma really loved it. She complimented me when I was wearing this, and I think I'm coming around to working out the types of fragrances she likes, because of the ones on this list, the 2 she complimented me on and said she really loved were the Boss Bottled Marine and Cool Water, Grapefruit and Sage, and these fragrances aren't that dissimilar. I favour this one because I think the performance is a little bit better. I do think it's a little more interesting. It's a bit more distinctive than the Boss Bottled. But yes, my hairdresser loved this one. I love this one, and I think most people out there will really like it. I think it's a good summer choice. At number 2 is the only niche fragrance in this list. This is the latest release from Art de Parfum, and this is called Kimono Vert. This has a really nice invigorating quality coming from citrus and mint. There's also some plum in here, which adds a more rounded, deeper fruitiness. It also has a fantastic tea note. In fact, I think it's green tea. It also has the best presentation of any of the fragrances on this list. Let me just quickly show you the box. Art de Parfum fragrances always have some of the best presentations. Love the boxes, love the bottles. I also love the performance on this. It's got great projection and really good longevity too. Super refreshing, just perfect for the summer. My number 1 favourite fragrance release for summer 2022 is from Dolce Gabbana, and it is Light Blue Italian Love. This opens with a massive blast of grapefruit, pretty similar to what you get in Light Blue Forever, although I'd say this is just a touch sweeter and a little more rounded, which is more to my liking. As it dries down, it reveals a little bit more of a slightly salty marine accord, which I didn't get as much in Light Blue Forever. Something else I really love about this is the dry down. So once that big blast of grapefruit is sort of over and done with, what you're left in the dry down with is this sort of classic cologne type of smell, something along the lines of Acqua de Parma's Colonia, but it smells more modern than that. The downside to this fragrance is it is so similar to Light Blue Forever, particularly in the first half of the fragrance. So if you already own that one, you might not want to spend the money on this one. This has pretty much everything you'd want from a summer fragrance. It's crisp, it's fresh, it's got invigorating oceanic accords, it's classy, it's got decent performance, you can wear it day or night. It ticks all the boxes, which is why this is my favourite fragrance release for summer 2022 so far. There we go. Of the fragrances I've purchased for this summer, this is my ranked order. I'm sure there are some fragrance releases that I haven't smelled and I haven't picked up. If there are some and I've not listed them here, please do let me know in the comments, because I don't want to be missing out. So if there's some good ones, please do let me know. What do you think of these fragrances? Have you tried them? Are they any good? Are there any here that you've been thinking about picking up for yourself for this summer? If there are, I hope this video has been useful. If you did find it useful, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do all that, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.